Hey, Grace City Church, Pastor Josh here. Just wrapped up sermon number 2 on week 3 of Marriage Strong. Got one more sermon to go today. Today we asked the question: what is the essence of marriage? We covered 3 things: the essence of marriage, the purpose of marriage, and then the fuel that fires the engine of marriage and moves it forward. The essence of marriage is that it's a covenant relationship. It's not a contractual relationship. It's not a consumer relationship where I come to get what I can and take what I can at any cost to the person I'm taking it from. It's a covenant relationship, which means fundamentally I'm here to give to the other, not to receive from the other. That I'm making a promise to this person in their future that I will love them based on how I feel about them in the future, but I will love them based on the covenant promise I'm making to them now. That's the essence of marriage. It's a covenant relationship. Then we asked the question, what's the purpose of marriage? And we said that the purpose of marriage needs to be bigger than the stress that your marriage will come under, otherwise your marriage will collapse. So for instance, if you make the purpose of your marriage your kids, or money, or the lovey-dovey feelings you have for your spouse, when those things come under attack, the purpose of your marriage becomes the source of stress for your marriage. So we said you need to have a purpose for your marriage bigger than the stress that will come on it, or the marriage will collapse. And we said that the purpose God gives marriage is that marriage exists to display the covenant-keeping love of God the Father to the church through Christ. You see, the Bible refers to the church as a bride, and that Jesus as the groom, and that he came and he gave his life to rescue his church, and he's coming again to redeem them ultimately and forever. And so when God made marriage, he was designing an institute where humans could experience the kind of pleasure and joy and satisfaction that are a shadow of what Jesus is in substance. Marriage exists as a covenant relationship to demonstrate to the world the covenant-keeping love of God the Father to us through Christ, meaning your marriage has purpose that's bigger and stronger and deeper than any stress life could bring on it. And lastly, we talked about the fuel of marriage. So if the covenant framework of marriage is like the framework of a plane, and then the purpose of marriage are like the jet engines on the plane, and the laws of pursuit and priority are like the 2 wings on the plane we talked about last week, and then the jet fuel you put in to cause the engine to roar is covenant love. Covenant love is the fuel that fuels a God-honoring, joy-giving marriage relationship. And covenant love is different from worldly love. Worldly love is given when I feel like it and when the moment arises and you deserve it. Covenant love says I give love to you whether or not I feel like it and whether or not you deserve it. Meaning I'm going to extend love to you that's rooted in promise and choice and commitment and duty, not the fleeting ups and downs of emotion and feelings. And the beauty of that is it sounds restrictive, but it actually brings great freedom, because now you are free in our relationship to be yourself and be known fully and not hide from me, because I'm going to love you based on my commitment to you, not on whether or not you're doing good in return. So then that kind of covenant love frees you from keeping track of right and wrong. It frees you to wake up giving all of your energy to loving them, not grading and determining whether or not they deserve your love that day. It frees your decision-making process. It allows you to get creative in how to solve problems, because the one solution on the table is bailing on this relationship. I'm in this, I'm going to stay, so we got to make it work. So the benefits of covenant love are profound and many and practical, as I unpacked in the sermon. And I'm praying, GCC, that God would give us a renewed vision for his design of marriage as a covenant relationship that exists to show his love for us through Christ to the world, and that we would wake up with a renewed passion tomorrow and the next day and the next day to extend covenant-like love to our spouse, whether or not they deserve it, because in doing that, we will love them into loveliness. The Bible says that Christ died for us not when we were lovely, but when we were broken sinners, meaning he came and extended love to us even when we weren't lovable. God's asking you to extend that same kind of love to your spouse. When you love them in their unloveliness, God begins to work in their heart, and you love them into loveliness. So God bless you, Grace City Church. Love you guys. Praying for your groups this week. Looking forward to continuing the dialogue about what God has designed for our marriage as we walk in his plan according to his will and experience the blessing from it. God bless.